There's a lot of things that happen in life that may not go as planned. There's a lot of, things that might go wrong, problems that might happen, but in the end, that's what makes life great, because that's what makes life meaningful.
Hello, and welcome to Titan Talk, everyone's favorite podcast, where we get to catch up on all things happening within the Eastlake High School community. My name is Vanessa Brinkman, and just to remind everyone that Titan Talk is a part of the wonderful variety of podcasts that are offered through Eastlake Plus, a positive podcast. Today, my co-host looks a little different. We are with Adrian here. Hey, Adrian.
Hi.
Now, you have won a special award, and we're here to showcase and sunshine your special award. So thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, Adrian, tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where do you go to school? Some favorite things that you like to do?
I was born here in Chula Vista, and then I've grown up here in Eastlake, and I'm a junior here.
Wow. Okay. So you're totally Eastlake grown. Super excited. Now you're a junior, getting ready for senior year. You look excited?
Yep, really excited.
Now, some plans for after high school. Have you thought about that yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to college, and I'm gonna major in electrical engineering.
Why electrical engineering?
Well, my dad actually works at SDG&E, and he's kind of put me in the path to get to that point.
He's got you excited and got you ready. Well, like I said, we want to highlight your accomplishment. So one of the big reasons why we're here to talk to you today is you were the first place winner for the PTSA Reflections Project, correct?
Yeah.
Well, that's super exciting. Congratulations.
And thank you.
So tell us the story. What made you choose photography versus any other form of media?
I've kind of always been drawn to taking photos since, when I got my first phone in freshman year. I've just kind of always liked taking pictures and kind of capturing moments of my life on my phone. And one of my friends told me about photography, and I just decided to go for it and take the class.
So you're currently taking photography right now?
Yeah, I'm currently taking it right now.
Well, here we are ready to showcase your photography. So can you tell us a little bit about the photograph?
The photograph was for the PTSA Imperfections. And the funny thing about that is I wasn't going to even submit it to the PTSA. I was actually really late on the project because I needed more time to take the photo. And I was going to Mexico, Sonora Arizpe. And I decided I really want to take the photo there and capture the essence of Mexico. And I asked Miss Wojtek, which is my photography teacher, if I could get an extension on the project. And she gave me the extension as long as I turned it into the PTSA contest. So I agreed to the extension, and we went, and my great uncle was actually with us, and he wanted to invite me to go and irrigate the garlic that he was growing. And when I was there, once we were done filling up all the furrows with water, I got the thought in my mind that I needed to do the project. I said this would be perfect for a picture.
Now, the theme for the PTSA Reflections was accepting imperfections. And when I looked at the photograph, I was like, this is perfection. This is perfect. So what is it about that image that really encourages the viewer, the reader, to accept their imperfections?
The photo does look really nice. I'm not gonna lie, but the thing that I was trying to convey in the photo was the actual farm part of it. So the furrows where the garlic is, it's not perfect. It's really not even. The furrows are really messed up sometimes. Just one side where there's a lot of dirt, and another side where it's like kind of flat. The water that goes through isn't really there's not a lot in some places. And I really tried to capture how, even though the farm might not be perfect, there was a lot of work put in, and there is imperfections in it. But in the end, once the garlic grows and it's fully grown, then he can harvest it, and then he sells all of it, and it's what matters in the end. And I kind of tied it in with how life is. There's a lot of things that happen in life that may not go as planned. There's a lot of, things that might go wrong, problems that might happen, but in the end, that's what makes life great, because that's what makes life meaningful to me.
Now, Again, this is for the PTSA Reflections. You're going to be you showcased your work for a wider school audience. Why do you think that message is really important for your colleagues and, your classmates to hear?
Well, really, because in my personal experience, I know a lot of people that really go for that. I need this perfect life, and they really need everything to go as they planned. If it's like grades, like, oh, I need straight A's, this specific percentage, and sometimes that's just not how it goes. And it's just life, and you just need to go with life, and sometimes you may mess up, but that's what makes it great in the end.
Now, when we were chatting, you said something that really that struck me, and we were kind of talking about the difference in the different cultures, because before you did your project, you said you wanted to go down there and you wanted to take your photo there. Yeah. Why there? What would Mexico provide you as the inspiration that you couldn't find here?
The way I thought about it is, when I'm taking photos here, it's a lot different than over there, because in Mexico, there's a lot of, there's struggle. There's a lot of, there's obviously not good things, but there's always that good side. And even though there's that struggle, that hardship, like my great uncle, since he was a kid, he's been there in the same place, doing the same thing, which was farming. And he struggled a lot. And he's still really grateful for the life he has, even though things might not have gone good, in his life. And he's really happy with his life. And, I really wanted to highlight how, even though in Mexico things are different than here in the United States, people are still really happy. And even though there's, the problems, imperfections like the PTSA, people are still really happy.
Thank you so much for that beautiful message and the beautiful image that you've given us. And we can also, what's really exciting is that at the Taste of Eastlake, your image is going to be featured. So we're really, really excited to not only put that sunshine on you, but again, get that image out there to a wider audience than maybe you would have been expecting. So thank you so much for sharing your work with us. And I look forward to seeing what you accomplish in the next year, because this is a big senior year.
Yeah, thank you though for having me.
And thank you so much for watching our Titan Talk podcast, a part of the wonderful, wonderful episodes that we have, a part of Eastlake Plus, a positive podcast. Thank you so much. I'm signing off.